We are honored to be the venue for Ai Weiwei's impressive exhibition, Maybe, Maybe Not, and are really appreciative that he saw in the Israel Museum an inspiring venue for a major exhibition of his work. The Chinese and Jewish people both have an ancient heritage and history. Ai Weiwei's art that links ancient and contemporary Chinese culture has special meaning in this museum, which reflects the entire spectrum from the dawn of civilization to the present days.
It's really what a privilege to be here. My father was a poet. He was studying in Paris, so I always mention that because I want people to know I come from a poetic family, which is not very common in China. And by 57, which is the year I was born, he was criticized as a rightist and punished. And sent to this kind of labor camps. So I basically spent my youthhood with him in very dramatic conditions. In the 1980s, I was an art student and going to all the galleries, museums, MoMA, and all those, and trying to become clear about contemporary philosophy or aesthetics. My life has been through so many different stages. They are very contradictory. So my work, of course, looks quite messy in every different directions. It makes me always not satisfied with what I'm doing.
You focused halfway through the meeting on the idea of a Chinaman and a Jew. How did this come into your thinking?
Well, I think this is Chinese and Jew and or Jewish people are really have many things in common. It's yeah, they all so much about the family, about their children, about education. And all those things are deeply rooted in both nation, and they love literature. You know, a lot of great writers from both nation, and they love art.
What was it about your visit here a year ago that moved you and made you think that it would be meaningful to do an exhibition here?
I come to here for a very different reason. I'm doing a film called The Human Flow. It's focused on the refugee situation. So we try to cover the global situation. So we come to the museum, and I was very impressed. Many months later, said, "Do you want to have a show there?" I kind of hesitated, to be very, very honest, because the condition here is in very, very complicated situation. So I said, yes, I will always love to do a show.
There's a waiting list of museums everywhere wanting to do exhibitions with Weiwei. We didn't have to get on that waiting list. This is part of the amazing narrative of this moment.
That is maybe as a Jewish character, but very much like Chinese, we always can find a way.
This is part of the point about what's the same between China and Israel.
It's true, it's very much so.
But a few months ago, Weiwei called and said, "I want to change the name of the exhibition to Maybe, Maybe Not."
I think maybe and maybe not is very much fit into our time. You know, we're in such an uncertainty about ourselves. We don't know anything about ourselves. So it's good title, I think. We've never been human to think about the past 100 years, what we have been going through. It's really amazing. You know, I believe beyond any imagination. But at the same time, we are so uncertain about the future. You know, Is our children or our grandson would have same kind of experience, or this is come to an end? We are not so sure.
Seeds have been shown in many other venues since then and now here. How do you feel about the way that they're presented?
The seeds, it's a lot of seeds. I made over, how many seeds? It's 100 million seeds, all hand painted. Less than 10% of the Chinese population. But none of them can really grow. It looks like seeds, but it's not. It's a rock. It doesn't really grow. And the trees we have here is made of iron. It's the model of the trees branches from different mountain range, very very old trees and casted, and each of them are about 14, 15 tons.
Right.
So I thought it's very difficult to really put it together, and but I trust Israel technology. I think they will make it happen.
Now, Weiwei has shown wooden trees in many venues, and here we have them as well. The iron trees are being shown for the first time here. There are only 3 of them, and 2 of them are here in the landscape in front of the Shrine of the Book, which has a special meaning here. How did you feel seeing the trees there and in that particular spot in the landscape?
I'm very impressed. Every time I pass in those trees, I have to stop. I look at it, the color and against the sky and against this very important site there. It tells so much. It seems it was old tree growing from that location. And it become the location gave its meaning. So I'm very, very touched by those 2 trees can be exhibited here.
You will take a selfie with anyone, and you do it with great pleasure. Is this why you take selfies?
Yes, I think I'm so privileged. I think if Picasso look at me, he will be so jealous. We do selfies. We send to the people we love. Our daughter or somebody. We don't. They always wondering why this guy taking so much selfies. I think it's modern handshake. It's modern hugging. It's beautiful. It's like a kissing. So I think selfie is very sexy.
And the point for you, I think, of a selfie is that it's not about yourself, it's about giving a part of yourself to everyone else. Soft Ground actually has only been exhibited once before in the Haus der Kunst in Munich. It was commissioned there, and it's an exact replication as a carpet of the stone floor of the Haus der Kunst. Why did you decide to bring it here?
To have a show in Haus der Kunst in Munich is also very difficult decision. We all know that building is made for Nazis, for Hitler himself, to appreciate a kind of art he likes. I think what I can do is to copy that ground, which have all the marks on the stone. Some are broken, some are still have some kind of electricity fixture on it, and every bit of it. So we photographed the whole ground and bring back to Beijing, the rock company, state rock company. So it takes them 1 year, hundreds of people working on it to structure this rock. This is the only place can exhibit it because the history and because the size of the room. It stayed in the warehouse for past 9 years, and I never opened up till I had the floor plan from Israel Museum. I thought that would be the best piece to exhibit it here.
This is what makes your being here so special, and I just wonder if you have a comment on how it is that you're able to make that balance so that it comes out with such a sense of connection?
Maybe because my experience has been East and West, I have my understanding about humanity. I think from every levels, as an individual, you can make your voice to be heard, and you have to face in the reality, and you have to positively to be involved. And that's the only way, because the struggle is always going to be there. One may say, oh, it's so difficult, so complicated, and so much struggle. But the struggle make life meaningful. Without struggle, freedom would have no meaning. So I understand that part. I understand, we are only one page through history. The story continues, and we make the effort. The effort would meaning to not only to us, to other people, to people we like, and to people we don't like, to the people we know, and to our children, and to people we don't even care about. So this we call it humanity, and that is such a treasure. Without that, our planet is such a cold place.